Right, hi, David. Are you there as well?
Hello, Chris. Yes, I'm here.
Good, good. Yeah, thanks for dialing in again today. Appreciate this on a Sunday lunchtime, especially. But yeah, thanks. It's yesterday's chat was very good as well, so I'd highly recommend everyone goes online and has a look at that recording because that was very insightful. So we're just going to give everyone a minute or two just to just sort of make sure everyone's
Yeah,
ready
sure.
and dialed in.
No.
But, and we'll go into that. So. Yeah, so you guys, as you were saying yesterday, just busy with various projects and things at the moment, build up to Christmas and
Yeah, everyone's trying to get projects finished now for the Christmas rush, but no, we are getting there. Still very busy. We'll generally work up to sort of mid-December, third week of December, and then have a break, two or 3 weeks break each year. But yeah, we generally hit the ground running in January again. Gives us a nice break. But yeah.
I guess you get that busy period. Then everyone starts switching on immediately. So summer's coming, and it's looking ahead.
Yeah, it should be. I think it's going to be a good year again next year. It should be good. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I know you said you were touching on a few things yesterday, but do you do like the outdoor offices? I know we mentioned it briefly, but like, would you cover that if people needed it as well as part of?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We build quite a. We don't build loads and loads, but we have built probably 2 a year. I would say we generally do that sort of building. So they're not a core for us, but we are definitely moving more and more into it. Again, we can build any kind you want, really. Either metal frame buildings, and you can get any clad them in anything you want, from cedar to composite. Now there's lots of different products you can put on these buildings. They look really smart and really modern. But yeah, we do home offices. They're good.
Right. Might be a lot more of that, I think, next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Situation. Cool. Okay. Well, look, we'll make a start. I'll just share the screen, and then do you want to start by introducing Reeds and yourself, David?
Yeah, sure. My name's David Reed. I've had Reeds now for close to 20 years. We're based in Twyford, on the A4 there. Basically, I've got a yard and office over there. That's where the business runs from. And we cover lots of places in the home counties. Quite happy to travel. Reading based, obviously, but we'll go anything within sort of hour and a half, 2 hours of Reading, really. So we've been do everything from fencing right up to full on, like I say, garden offices and everything in between. So patios, decking, composite decking, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. What I'd like to talk about today primarily is composite products and Trex being used in the garden, which is one of the premium brands.
Sure, yeah. Yesterday we touched on lots of good points. As I say, people can refer back to that other talk from yesterday, but lots of kind of inspiring sort of wow factor type things. Today was very much about the great outdoors, like just enjoying the space, really, because so many people have, I think, discovered this year as a result of being at home a lot more, being outside, things that are just worn, just I guess needing a refresh, just areas that aren't doing their outdoor time much justice, making it much fun. So I know you guys have been working hard, and like you say, you've got a new sort of product range as well. So I'll let you kind of run through and give everyone a bit more insight in terms of what they should be thinking about for their own home spaces.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the first picture up there. I mean, this is essentially a Trex product, which is an American brand, which has been over in the UK for quite a few years now. But they're one of the premium manufacturers of this sort of product, composite decking. This is a product called Spiced Rum. It's got a natural wood grain effect to it, so it looks really smart, to be fair. This is just a brownish color, but the good thing about all these composite products that are out now, and especially Trex, we're actually part of their pro installer team as well. So we've been all through all their process of vetting to comply with how they want everything put in situ. Composite decking needs to be built very differently to a softwood deck. You generally build the frames differently. We do everything with concrete posts, so nothing can rot. Everything's on joist hangers. Everything's joist taped as well, so the timber can never rot.
Right.
It's guaranteed for 20 years. The boards themselves don't fade. They're a fully capped plastic product, so and they're the most scratch resistant of any of them, so of any of the products out there. So they really do last well and look good for a long time.
Yeah.
But the maintenance side of it compared to a softwood deck just means that you're not really ever having to do that thing of sanding them down and restaining them or repainting them. They don't get slippy. Right. The other bonus as well, because it is a plastic cap product that has a composite element to it, it means algae can't grow on it or any kind of lichen, so it never gets slippy like a wooden deck would. So you can use it all year round and not sort of fall over in the winter months.
Yeah. I was saying to you, just the other day about the we've got that big decking at our house, and it is that thing. It's just a nightmare as soon as it gets wet, really, and it is looking like been in the house a couple of years. It's one of those things that's on the list to then replace. And this, it looks fantastic, like you say, longevity wise, because that's always the thing of like, when you go through a project, you don't want to go through a project too many times. So it's like looking ahead. This looks superb. Okay, cool. So and then coming on to then a different sort of layout. I know that's got quite a nice design feature to it, the way you've put that in place as well.
Yeah, I mean, essentially here, this was just a job we did in Purley, to be honest, but the client there wanted the chevron shape, which is in the middle there, just to tie in with she had an original fencing up there that was left in situ, and she just wanted it to tie in to the chevron shape that's on the fence panels there. So it was kind of her design and her spec how she wanted that done. But this is a product called Island Mist. It's probably the best-selling Trex product that they do.
Right.
But it's a grey sort of with a black tone to it. Again, it has the natural wood effect to it. But essentially, it was a raised deck that went out over a bank, to be honest. This is if you actually go to where the fence is, that's actually about 10 foot high underneath there. So it actually gives you a really good usable space of the garden where you can actually have a raised deck which goes out. And they've got a really good social space there now where they can put all their furniture and barbecues, etc., and it works well.
Lovely, yeah. I guess that's a good consideration then. So if you've got a dipping garden that you could then sort of make it feel level it out from that point of view. Is that what you're saying there? Because again,
it's a perfect product for doing anything where you're trying to terrace, or it just means you're not doing so much earthworks at all. You're actually digging all the posting and the supports. But once you've done that, you don't need to then backfill with all foundations and everything like you would if you were doing a patio or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a good way of creating a raised deck for you. Yeah, a raised area.
Brilliant. Yeah. How long would something like that then in that sort of size area would that take to install that?
That particular project was about 45 square meters. That took us 2.5 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
As much as the boards go down quite quickly, it's probably 2 or 3 days to actually put the boards down.
Right.
But there's a lot with a composite frame. There's a lot of work that goes into the prep of it and actually getting it right, because there is that longevity issue. So it's built very differently.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, good. And then
again, we touched on this one yesterday, but this is a small urban garden. This is again a Trex product. Client just wanted a nice seating area that came out the back of their house there. This is again spiced rum. It's probably another one of their very popular products. Again, it's just a very clean, easy to maintain space for the client, really. Smart, and will always stay looking like that. Literally, all you have to do is sweep it and mop it.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So this is where they've tried to switch the areas around. Again, this is Island Mist, Trex, composite decking. So you're coming up on steps, the mix with slate here, and then they've just tried to create a point of interest here by putting the boards from different directions, just create different areas. But again, it's going to last a very long time, and a very smart, easy to keep clean deck. Nice usable space.
Yeah. Great. Okay. How would the design process work with yourselves then? So talk me through that. And if we say we've got a certain area outside, we want to, like our scenario was probably quite a good one where we've got a big decking that we look to replace. How would you kind of approach that?
I mean, to be honest, you can build anything you want with these things, whether you're going to have chevrons in them or diamond patterns, or curves are different. quite difficult to do, to be fair, but not impossible when it comes to decking. So they create slight challenges, but generally speaking, you're working anything that's a linear design can easily be done, whether it's hexagon shapes or anything like that. That's not a problem, but we can certainly come up with plans for you and show you SketchUp drawings and have a consultation about it. That's fine.
Great. Okay. Good. And then this is kind of recap on one that is it the one you showed a little while ago, but just showing it from a different angle to see how it's raised and. Nice.
Yeah, this was a very unusable space they had for a small urban garden, and we just turned it into an area where it was very low maintenance for them. Again, the deck's there to be used. They drink a cup of coffee in the morning, and then they've got all the usable garden itself there, which they can actually just enjoy rather than maintain all the weeds and grass that was there before, which is quite difficult in a small garden.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Well, that's definitely given me at least a lot of food for thought, and I'm sure everyone else watching, because it's not something I was aware of before. Kind of you go through it all, so that's great. And then from a different kind of point of view, and the great outdoors scenario, it's just looking at some other projects that you've done here. I know you work with Gordon Stone, the outdoor kitchen guys, and I guess you're the one that brings their projects to life.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We do all the installs for Gordon Stone outdoor kitchens. So we've been teaming up with them for close to 2 years now. And we've done a lot of these installs. This is a very popular thing. And it's really gone very big in the last year because everyone's been at home so much entertaining and not being able to go out. So yeah, the outdoor kitchens are a really good thing to add to any space, to be honest with you. They last really well. It's all stainless steel and granite on a cold rolled steel frame, so they really cope with the elements. All the hardware elements there, such as the fridges and things, are all meant to be outside. They're all IP68 rated, so it doesn't matter about them getting wet or damp or anything like that. That's what they're built for.
Yeah.
They're a really good addition to the garden. Really make it get you out there and really socialising and entertaining at home. But you can add anything you want to them. They've got sinks and they're fully plumbed in and electrics in them and sockets. They work well.
Yeah, great stuff. Okay. All right, brilliant. Well, yeah. Well, thanks for that, David. That's a good run through, good inspiration there. We've got a couple of questions, and then just to recap before that, though, you're actually this Trex product that you've just been showing us and talking about. So you're offering anybody that visits the Inspired Design Home Show and fills in the form on your page a 15% discount based on orders before the end of February 2021, right? So if you're watching this, get in touch with Reed's Landscaping, and then mention Inspired Design Home Show and quantify from this offer, which looks like a fantastic offer on a great product. So I'll just stop sharing the screen, and then so a couple of questions then that have come in. One is, can you put lights in that Trex product? Can you do?
Yeah, no, absolutely, you can. No, lighting is very important to add to any of these sorts of areas, especially mood lighting. Really softens the look and really makes them look ultra modern. Trex do their own lighting ranges, but you can go to any electrical wholesaler and put any kind of style in you want, and we can make all of those work. You can have LED lighting even that goes around underneath. And strip lighting is good.
Excellent, good. Okay, and then another question was about can you change the color in years to come? So I guess it's like, can you add any different finishes to it if you wanted to down the line?
With the Trex Composite, to be honest, you can add 2 tones to it. Quite often people make features and will put a different color to it. There is quite a wide range of colors they actually do.
Yeah.
There's probably about 12 colors that you can actually have Trex put down in. Quite often people will picture frame things as well to make the edges a different color to really stand out. But yeah, you can 2-tone things and put multiple colors and shades on. Yeah, quite well.
Yeah. And then the last question is about, is there a weight limit for it regarding gym equipment? So is there any sort of restrictions, as you'd say, for, it just says gym equipment, but nothing specific, but just
No, we've had people put hot tubs on them and things, and very heavy,
Oh, yeah.
heavy things to go on decks. It's just a case of talking to the customer beforehand, and we would obviously reinforce the frame underneath to cope with that. So you can close the joist down to the sort of 200 or 300 mil space in between them, make the joist much bigger so that actually can cope with the weight. But it's just about putting additional reinforcing in where it's needed. So yeah, we can certainly do that.
Good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, perfect. Well, yeah, thank you again, David, on behalf of everyone. So I'll just put up the contact details there. Obviously, go to the exhibitor section and you can navigate to Reed's profile within that as well, and watch the talk from yesterday. And this one will be online shortly as well. So, David, thanks a lot for giving up your time again on Sunday. Appreciate it, and we'll catch up with you soon. But thanks for now.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. No problem. Pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.